Everyone, welcome again to my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss what are the major mistakes or challenges a student faces while solving NPB related questions. So this video is really going to help all those students who are preparing for AFM or FM because I have gathered these key areas from my experience that I faced during my preparation. So please be with me till the end of this video. So these are the point which I have gathered and will be discussing in details for the slides. Okay, so very first mistake that students do is that they forget to add back the tax allowable depreciation after calculating tax. As we all know, tax allowable depreciation is a non-cash expense and we do not include in cash flow. But for to calculate the tax, we are required to add this. So what we do first we subtract the tax allowable depreciations and after calculating the tax we add it back again. So if we have one alternative approach also, we can do this calculations in working. So if in case you are not doing in working and showing your calculation here directly, so please ensure that if you are subtracting this, then you are adding it back as well. Next point is carry forward of losses. So in questions, we may receive scenario where losses is coming in initial few years. So in this case, question will always mention how to treat that loss, whether we need to carry forward it or we not need to carry forward it. So major challenges comes when doing calculation part for this particular scenario. So uh, I have attach the screenshots here as well for your reference, whereas you can see in the first year is 25.6, so they have carried forwarded. So in first year we will have zero taxations, but again the loss will be the same, and same way they have calculated the tax and shown the what will be the final uh, profit or loss. So please make sure or provide more in attention while doing calculation of this carry forwarded of losses. Okay. So next challenge we have is to calculate the foreign exchange rate. So when we receive a questions wherein the investment is in the foreign currencies or foreign countries, so we are required to calculate the foreign exchange. So in that case, uh, we so in this case, what happens? Many students confused like which inflation rate is used in the nominator or in the denominator. So we use the IPRT, basically interest rate parity method, to solve this type of questions. And but to solve this, when I was like preparing for my exams, I used to follow one trick, which was actually helped me to solve these in a quicker manner and without getting confused. So let me share you that a trick. So what I used to do is that I have attached. You can see I have attached two screenshots. The very first one is questions, and the second one is the answers. I have taken reference from the answer kit. So here we will be given the current exchange rate, which is given here as ED 2.6 is equal to M dollar 1. So ED is our foreign currency, and M is our local currency. So what we can do, we have to check which currency is given in first place. So here ED is given first place. So the same currency's inflation rate we have to use in a nominator. So here ED is LN. So we have to use 6% in a nominator, and same way another one that is Martech will be used in a denominator. So here you can see in the answer as well. So 2.6 is our current exchange rate, and for first year if we are using, so we have to inflate this. So in the nominator we are using the ED country inflation, and in the denominator we are using Martech country inflation. In this way, you can try to solve as many as questions, so that you don't forget this trick and follow this in your upcoming question solutions. Next one we have calculating the additional tax. So when you will be solving the NPV related questions, we know that when we are the question says the investment is in the foreign country. So in that case, double taxation problem exists. So uh, if the bilateral tax treaty option is available in the question which we can utilize, then in that case, what we can do, for example, what is actually double taxation treaty. So if you are in country A and you are you're investing in a country B, so country A taxation is 30% and country B tax is 20%. So government allows you, like if you are investing in country B, so go in country B, do investments, provide taxations on your profit in country B on 20%, and when you are returning your profit to country A, you do not need to pay profit uh, again 30%. You just need to pay the profit on the difference amount. So for example, 20% you have already paid, you can claim exemptions for that, and you only have to pay 10% in current country. So this is what actually tax treatment is. So this is called additional tax that you are paying in your current country. So in these questions, while solving the NPV related questions, we first do the solution of all the sales and all the things that we have given in the foreign currency, that by going into the country B and in their currency. And once all the calculation is done, we bring all the profit to our currency. So we convert those using the exchange rate that we have calculated in the previous slides. And after calculating, we have to ensure that whether there is additional tax that we have to pay in our current country. So if this is the case, what you students so many students uh, do a common mistake, that they calculate the tax on a different profit, or they calculate the tax on a profit that they have remitted from the foreign country to the current country. But please make sure that you are calculating the additional tax on the profit before tax, that on that you have calculated the tax in foreign country. So for example, you can see in the first example, the cash flow that we have remitted is here, 55161442. And the same way in the second screenshot, if you say, we have calculated the basically profit on the profit before tax, so not on a cash flow. So we have to be extra vigilant while calculating the additional tax part, that on which value we are calculating. I am emphasizing on this very much, because when I was doing, I have seen this was the one of the major challenge point, like we are doing calculation on a using a different value. Mm, Moving to the next one. So next one is, we also forget to incorporate contributions, opportunity, and also tax on them. So what is this? So in the same question, we also receive questions related to transfer pricing, wherein I mentioned there is two thing. One is company A, which investing in the company B. So company B is in the foreign country. Okay. So in this case, what is transfer pricing? So company A, basically, which company A is transferring the goods to a company B instead of selling it outside. So for example, it is selling any goods which which company A sells to 10 rupees outside, but that company is selling to company B at 8 rupees. So in this case, we have to do the calculation of, we have to adjust the variable cost, and also we have to adjust the contributions and opportunity cost here. So please make sure that you are correctly adding the contributions and opportunity cost here. And also, this is the case when we have to include contribution and opportunity cost once we have remitted all our cash flows from foreign country to our home country, Once we have remitted that, in that case we have to apply the contribution, because contribution is something we have earned in our home currency. Okay. And opportunity cost is also that we have lost something in our home country, so we have to use, and also we have to provide the taxations, and the tax rate will be based on the current country. So here if you see, it is the continuation of the same example that I had in the previous slide. So here you can see the contribution they have added, and same way the opportunity cost they have added, and the tax you can see in the calculations. I have added both the contribution and opportunity cost, and calculated the combined tax at the rate of 30%, which is our current country rate. So after calculating this, I have calculated the net cash flows. So please be ensured that you are including the correct value of contribution and opportunity cost, and also calculating the tax on them. This is the last, but not the least actually. So using the NPV formula. So we know, like in FMs, we may have used the calculating the NPV using a tabular format, wherein we used to calculate discounting factors on discounting cash flows and that NPV. But in AFM, the examiner itself has suggested not to use the tabular format to calculate NPV, and save our time by using the formula. So please ensure that you are using the correct formula of NPV formula here. So what we do, you can see here the NPV formula. We start with the equal to NPV bracket on, and we take cash flows from year one, then to ending of the year, up to which we have given the values. So in the bracket, so very first is we have included the cost of capital here, then comma, then include the values from year 1 to end of the year, bracket close, and apart from this, add the value if you have in year 0, that that is basically initial investments we say. Okay, so we have to by this we have to calculate this. So try to use this formula instead of using the tabular format. This will actually save your time. And one more area where you can use formula is IRR. So these two are the main areas, NPV and IRR, wherein we can use the formulas to save our time, and it has been suggested by our marking team as well. So these all are the points that I have collected and collated here. So because I was facing these issues frequently while doing the questions related to NPV, so I thought to share this to you all, so that it will help you as well to uh, to be able to gather the more marks and avoid these such small mistakes. And if you like this video, and please like, subscribe, and share as much as you can, and let me know if any further topics are there you need assistant in, or I need to make any videos or any further topics. Please tell in the comment box as well. Thank you.